In the early weeks of the war, the British had seized control of the Great Lakes. In September 1812, U.S. Navy Captain Isaac Chauncey was ordered to assume command of the naval forces in Lake Ontario and Erie with the directive to use every exertion to obtain control of them this fall. And within 3 weeks, he had directed and bought 149 ship's carpenters, 700 seamen and marines, and some 100 cannons, along with a good many muskets and other supplies to Sackets Harbor on Lake Ontario. At the start of the campaigning season of 1813, the main American forces on the border between the United States and Canada had been concentrated at Sackets Harbor. And Sackets was much better fortified than the Canadian and British squadron at Kingston. And the Americans had a chance to storm Kingston, which would have eliminated the British squadron and perhaps allowed the Americans to secure almost all of Upper Canada. But instead of going after Kingston, they changed tactics, and the Americans went after York, that was on the other side of the lake. And on April 27th, the Americans won the Battle of York, temporarily occupying and looting the town. They then withdrew to Fort Niagara, preparing to go after Fort George on the opposite side of the river. On May 25th, the squadron was sighted off of Fort George, and the British commander there, Brigadier General John Vincent, immediately sent a dispatch vessel to Kingston with the information. And the British, knowing that they were there and occupied, knew it was their chance to take off and go capture Sackets Harbor, New York. The naval yard had almost completed a 28-cannon heavy sloop of war, the General Pike. That alone would give the Americans a massive upper hand in all of the Great Lakes. Lieutenant General Sir George Prevost decided it was time to go. He took almost all the available troops from Kingston, which included 9 companies of men and some Royal Artillery. And they sailed. Stay tuned for part 3.